Hello, good afternoon. This is Will with Greenshades Software, and today I'm going to be covering the Greenshades Online Unified Payroll and HR platform. The Greenshades platform is an online hosted solution. So here we can see we are on the Greenshades administrator page, where you're able to set up as many administrators as you'd like, whether they be super admin with full user access or limited admin based on companies, departments, or specific modules within the platform itself. Sign in here. It's going to take us into the Greenshades homepage. Now, the homepage here will pop up a lot of information to you that take you to other places within the platform. We have a things to do list, so you can create your own upcoming important action item list. We do have a warning and notification system that can alert you here as well as via email. You can also see some quick reporting information such as employee timesheets, ACA benefit information, as well as the total number of employees here. Now, for those who have multiple companies, each company will have their own separate workspace within Greenshades. It's very easy to navigate. You actually have the ability right here, this drop down, to go between your multiple companies. Up top would be all of the modules here on Greenshades that you'll be going through. I'll be covering. Today we're going to start off with the actual payroll processing component. This is the Payroll Dashboard where you come to run payroll. So here I can see some recent payroll information that I'm able to view. All the data does live in our reporting section as well. At year end, you can easily generate your 941s, W-2s, as well as 1095Cs for the Affordable Care Act. Now we can generate the W-2s and 1095Cs. You do have the ability to electronically file them to the government. We can post the tax forms online for employees. We also offer our own print and mail shop. So if you don't feel like stuffing envelopes at year end, we can handle that for you. To the left, you have some other payroll actions. So you're going to be able to set up your scheduled pay runs through our system, but you do have the ability to run special payroll whenever needed. That could be a termination check or possibly a special bonus you pay outside the normal pay schedule. We have these great calculators, what if and gross up calculators. Basically your test box environment where you can run different mock situations, play around with earnings reductions, and see how that would affect employee taxes and pay. Going back here, we're going to cover the ability to void out checks if there's ever any sort of issue, as well as generate an ACH pre-note for those new hires yet to receive their first payment. Here I can run payroll. You see all of my upcoming pay runs in the pay schedule, whether it's weekly, monthly, if you'd like to separate your hourly and salary employees, those are all options. You can set up as many pay schedules and frequencies as you'd like. Here I can start my pay run and I can start future pay runs. Once you do start a pay run within Greenshades, you are not stuck completing it. You actually have the freedom and flexibility to work on payroll at your own pace. And that's what I've already done. I've already began a pay run. The benefit is you can continuously work on pay run instead of having one day to lower your head and get it all done. You can work on payroll with the information you have at hand. So if you have half the company's time information or certain departments, you can go ahead and start processing payroll for those employees, come back and bring in new information. So this would be the payroll checklist and steps you're going through. This is our grid view, and I can filter between all these column headers up here. I can also push information out to an Excel, and that's true every step along the way. I have the ability to push information to an Excel. I can also find specific tables here just by typing in. So step 1 would show all the employees in this pay run. Step 2 would show all of the hours. Greenshades does have a timekeeping solution, so your employees can clock in and out through Greenshades and capture their time. We can take time from other systems as well. We have the ability to upload information via an Excel template, and we also have the ability through API to collect time from other timekeeping solutions. So here it would show all of your employees' times, earning codes, locations. I'm defaulting to some salary information, so defaulting to their 80-hour bi-weekly work periods. Up top would be some total information, and this nice tool here to compare it to your last payroll and see if there's any larger variances that you need to explore further. As we move along, it will calculate the gross pay. So here we have some employees' salary information. Another link to our gross up calculator if you want to start running those mock situations here. We do have the ability to adjust earnings. So if I would like to create a special bonus code, I could select my employees and select whatever earning code and put in whatever earning rate I would like for those employees to apply. We can also take earnings via a template. So if you'd like to calculate, outside earnings, from a normal time or salary, you're able to post those earnings on our template and bring them on for whatever batch of employees you're processing payroll for. As we move along here, we're going to get into deductions. Greenshades does have a great benefit enrollment platform that automates the deduction application to the employee card, or you can always manage that yourself. Here's really showing the deduction code name and whether it's percentage, fixed amount, creating that total deduction. Again, we do have a link to our calculator here. Same concept for the benefits, really just showing the employer contribution for yourself. Move along, we get into arrear situations. If you ever run into those, it can be a pain point. We can automate that for you with minimum maximum rules you'd like to take or the frequency you'd like to take out employees who haven't had enough money in their previous paychecks to cover a deduction. Here we're going to get into calculating everything. So it's going to show all of my company totals up top here. And then down below I can actually see per employee information, and I can actually view their pay stub. So if we come here, I can see all of their earnings, benefits, deductions, any time off, and here I'm able to see all of their taxes. Greenshades handles taxes fantastically. We can inspect where they work, where they live, and make sure the correct taxes are being withheld. Take that headache off your plate. We also update all tax rate changes, so it's not something you would never have to worry about. Any sort of change we would program on the back end. So here we can see an employee with an example of Florida, as well as Alabama, and some local taxes, all coming from, again, the employee card based on their federal W-4, any state withholding forms, and actually where they're located, where their work is being done. Perfect world. If everything is good here, I am able to continue on. Of course, I can bounce back between any of these steps if needed, or just come back and save my progress and come back at a later time or the next day. Once I submit here, it will take me to the post-payroll checklist. So the first step, the most important step, would actually be paying your employees. So here we have some reports for you to view, but this is where you can download the ACH file that you can then upload to your bank. So there is no turnaround time, no deadline you have to process payroll through us. As soon as you click submit on the pay run, that ACH is created. You'll just have to check with your bank to get that deadline. We can also create physical checks for you that you can then download, or we have our own print and mail shop if you would like us to print and mail them to the recipient address or box and ship them to your working locations and distribute there physically. This would show a benefit deduction total report you can align with what your providers are charging you. Here we get into more taxes, so it's calculating all of your liabilities. And through our payroll tax service right here, I can manage all of my payroll tax filings and payments. So from one screen, I can pay all of my federal, state, local taxes, as well as file any returns needed. And we do keep all historical returns and payments here for any audit purposes down below. Moving along, here we're going to post information to your general ledger. Greenshades does have direct integrations to a number of ERPs where we can hook it up to your GL or create you a specified file that you can then import into your ERP so your financial information is tied up. You'll be able to access any garnishment information, and then last you have the ability to download all of this in one massive zip file. Now we do have plenty of reporting capabilities. Greenshades has created all these standardized reports, but if you do open them up, you have the ability to further customize them. So we can see we have a section for payroll, a section for HR, and if you're using our time and attendance or our benefits, we have further reporting capabilities for you. I can favorite these reports so they show up top. And once you do start customizing reports, you can save that as a customized report. That way you don't have to go through the steps of recreating that custom report. You can just run the report and get the new data. We also have the ability to export data. So if you use any third-party analytical tools that you want to bring data into to further drill down in details, we can export our data that you can link into those other systems. We can also schedule reports to be created, in whatever frequency you would like. Now, Greenshades also offers a full employee portal. So here, if we look, this is the Employee Management Center, and this is an example of the actual employee card within our solution. So we do have a section here for all their employment details, all their personal information, as well as any dependent contacts. I'm able to look at this particular employee's payroll codes, tax parameters, time information, benefits, documents, evaluations. Whatever modules you have with us, you're going to be able to report on this particular employee. One spot for payroll and HR. Moving here, I'm going to impersonate one of my employees and come to the employee portal. Now, Greenshades does offer applicant tracking as well as onboarding to create those employee records in our system and gather your employee information. Once that has been processed, they do have a full employee portal. They can access their information via the desktop or our mobile app, both on Android and Apple. So as an employee, I can come in here. I can see if there's any specific tasks that have been put out to me. Perhaps there is a new company document I need to sign or fill in. I need to complete that. I can receive a notification via email, and it'll take me here to that action item. We also do have a notification system when things such as a new pay stub or tax form are online, or perhaps your employee's PTO has been approved. We will notify them of that. This would show our web clock. So I can actually clock in and out right here. And we can add more fields to gather more detailed information, such as positions, locations, client IDs they may be working on. We do offer an organizational chart and directory, an employee discount program, as well as a bulletin and newsletter section. Now up top would be all the different modules for the employee. So here we have an HR profile where they can review and update personal information such as mailing address, contact information, personal information. Here would be a link to their timesheet. So as your employees clock in and out, all entries will be made in their timesheet. They have the ability to request PTO. Here is where they can view any sort of pay stubs or tax forms that have been uploaded, as well as our benefit enrollment, and then last our document section. So this is where employees can complete documents you've uploaded or review documents you've uploaded. And there is no limit on that. You can upload as many documents as you'd like, whether it requires employee action like a new company policy, or you'd like to upload reference documents such as a holiday schedule or pay schedule throughout the year. We also offer expense reporting and evaluations, as well as direct deposit, setup and updating, and W-4s. All of these modules will come back to the Greenshades Online Administrator page, where you can then create your own workflows of approval. As employees update information, everything will go through a workflow for you to review and approve or deny. We would notify you when those changes come in. We would also have all historical information for any audit purposes, as well as all reporting purposes. We are offering a certification module coming very soon as well. There's plenty that the Greenshades platform can offer you, a lot more than we can show in just this video. So if you are interested in learning more, please contact sales@greenshades.com. We can set up a discovery call to see what your needs are, what you're looking for. and then move into personalized demonstrations to show you how we can make your company run more efficiently in payroll and HR departments. I appreciate everyone's time, and if there are any questions, please let us know, and we'd be happy to get them answered. You have a great day. Bye.
Hey, good morning, everyone. This is Will with Greenshades Software here to answer all your questions from sunny Jacksonville, Florida. So if there are any Greenshades related questions around payroll HR, please go ahead and type them in the chat and I'll be happy to answer them. Okay, and we already have one coming in, which is a pretty important one that's probably affecting everyone right now. How would be able to track COVID and vaccine information within Greenshades? We will have a certification and document tracking module here ready at the end of the month, where we will have actually specific features around COVID tracking. So that's something that will be implemented into the Greenshades platform very, very shortly. Hopefully you can reach out to sales or our information here on DynamicsCon. Happy to set up a demonstration, kind of walk you through the product itself as well as the new COVID tracking. And I just want to say, I know this is the GP track, but our solution is ERP agnostic, but we work with all the Dynamics ERPs. So if anyone's looking to move to the new 365 Business Central, you're going to come across the information that there is no embedded payroll. So we can act as that payroll and HR solution if you are looking to move to Business Central. Okay, so here's another good question about international payroll. So right now our payroll is US specific. We do have some one-off solutions around Canadian year-end tax forms. So if you need to file or distribute the T4 forms, we can definitely help you out with that. We can pull the information, or you can upload it via an Excel. You'll be able to electronically file it over to the Canadian government, and then we get the forms out to your employees in a few different ways. If you'd like it online, if you'd like to print and mail yourself, or we can print and mail and ship them internationally for you. All right, let's keep the questions coming here. I like where we're going so far. And if anyone's going to be in Houston next month, we will definitely be there in full force. So please stop by the booth. Definitely happy to have a conversation with you. Set up private meetings if you want a demonstration there on the floor, or come back after the show and we can talk. But we're going to be there, so stop on by. We'll have some cool prizes and gifts to give away. Definitely some Greenshade sunglasses for you. Now, a lot of people wonder about kind of the transition from, say, Great Plains payroll over to us. It's handled very, very easily. We have a direct integration into GP already. A lot of you maybe use us for, our online employee portal or our taxes. We're not a new company. We've been around for a long time. We just now incorporate everything into the platform. So as far as implementation would go, we can actually pull all of your payroll codes, employee history, pay history. We can pull that information during implementation. So we handle the data migration. We just sync it up here to the site. We can easily mimic the same rules, or you can set up new codes, new parameters. But implementation is very easy. It's not a heavy data migration. We can sync it all up for you. And you will get a full implementation rep here at Greenshades. And best of all, there is no cost for implementation, data migration, or past that ongoing support. Everything's included. We have a really easy pricing structure. It's just a flat per employee per month. So if you would like more information, again, sales@greenshades.com. Happy to have the conversation with you. Okay, let's see. Do we have some more questions here? Even if you don't want to talk about payroll and HR, if you have a live question, go ahead and post it. Happy to answer. I know year-end is coming up, so we do offer a standalone year-end tax service. So if anyone needs help with those W-2s, 1095Cs, or even 1099, we do handle outside the payroll and HR world. If you need any 1099 form distribution, electronic filing, those are all services we can help you out with. We help thousands of Great Plains, or thousands of Dynamics clients, even more outside, help them file millions of forms, distribute them to employees. We have 50, 60 printers going 24/7 for 4 months. So if you do need any year-end help, especially this year, if you're not in the office due to COVID, you don't want to risk that spread in the office or to employees. happy to do that. It can all be done online through us, and then we can get the forms out for you. So we have about, I think, 8 minutes left here. So please go ahead and post any more questions you may have. We will be running a special after this for any clients who are interested in transitioning over to the Great Plains Payroll and HR platform. So that is probably a special offer we're going to be running to anyone that did register for this event. And also, just to be clear, our solution is an in-house payroll. So you're not outsourcing anything to us. You still get to hold on to your money. You still get that financial control that you don't get with the outside providers. We're just giving you the platform, the modern platform, for you to handle all of your processes. You're already doing most of the work anyway. Why pay someone a lot of money to do that extra 10% when we can make it easy for you to do it? Okay. Well, I think I'm just about done here speaking, but I will give just one more minute here if anyone has any questions, or I'll stick around afterwards for the chat and I can go ahead and just type any responses that are needed. Hope everyone's having a good show. It's been pretty fun so far. I know it's not the same thing as quite as in person, but this is a very good online show. And I think right after this, we're going to have the keynote speaker. So if anyone or everyone should be going to the keynote tab following this to hear them speak. Okay, looks like no more questions are coming in. So we can go ahead and end this, but I'll stick around for about the next 10 minutes and you can go ahead and type anything and I'll get you some responses. Or again, email sales@greenshades.com. Happy to answer everything for you there. All right. Good day, everyone.